No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion, Hogan.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure four leg lock.
Woo! First episode of 2026.
Brand new year, new us. Just feels nice. I cleared the Wrestler of the Week board. That was weird.
I'm glad you got those tallies up though. If you haven't checked out our end of the year wrap up, solid episode. I'm not gonna lie. I look like doo-doo, but solid episode.
Yeah, Dre's a little pixelated, but that's okay.
Yeah, for sure. A lot has happened since we last talked. You are now the mature age of 40.
Mm-hmm. It happened. Well, actually, I turned on that day. I turned 40.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was my birthday.
You know what hour you were born? Were you a night baby, morning baby?
I think I was in the morning. I think. I don't know. I'd have to ask my mom. There was this funny meme back in like, I don't know, when my now wife and I started dating, and it was like something like, you reach out to your mom and, Mom, what time was I born? Who's the bitch? No, I think I was morning, if I remember correct, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, after my first, all of our births were C-section, so they were all planned out. Yeah. So all of my kids, well, I lie. Anaya was a night baby. Tavian was a morning baby. Man, I worked 48 hours that weekend. I did like a mall thing. I did Sue's. I had another
mall thing.
Yeah, it was like I used to do Layton Hills Mall, their Macy's, and we used to do. It's pretty much like a remote, but they booked me and Angelo, and they used to hook us up fat, man. They used to give us care packages for our girls. Nice. They gave us perfume, cologne. Like first time I ever had Dolce & Gabbana and
wow,
yeah, some fancy stuff. And that day it was like a Sunday, and I just got done that night. We just got home shopping, doing our grocery shopping, and she's like, "Yo, my water broke." I'm literally on the ground in the living room, about to pass out, and she's like, "My water broke." I'm like, "Oh, ah, damn, here we go." Yeah, that's a lot.
Damn.
Hey, what did you do for New Year's? Were you up at midnight? Did you guys clink pots?
Hell no, I wasn't up at midnight. I'm 40, brother. I'm fucking. So that day, the University of Utah football game played earlier in the day. So I went over to our boy Steady Rock's house and watched that. Took my son with me. He played with the kids there, and he played. Man, they play hard. You know, a bunch of kids. They're going crazy. We got home about 5:30. I think it was around 5:30. Yeah, I'd say right around there. And I was like, man, I'm going to lay down for a minute. So I laid down. I caught like a 30-minute nap, hopped back up. And my son was just watching wrestling as he has been doing. And thank God, by the way, we should mention that the content, the library, not all of it, but a lot of it moved to Netflix from Peacock because he was worried. Like, how am I going to watch these old PLEs? Anyways, he's in there watching. I don't remember what it was, a Royal Rumble or something. And then before I know it, he's asleep. It's like 7:15. And I was like, man, all right, we'll let him just, I caught a little nap, let him catch a little nap. And he wouldn't wake up. He was like, no, no. So I said, all right, just carry your big ass up to bed. For those that don't know, my son is 7 and he's 4'8" and like 90 pounds. So he's definitely a big child. Carrying him up the steps. You've seen the steps in this mansion, Dre. Just a lot of them. So I'm carrying like, damn, I'm going to drop this kid. Awful way to start the new year. But finally get him in his bed. I'm like, hey, let me help you with your pajamas. No, he's swatting my hand. I'm like, all right, sleeping in your sweats, buddy. So he was asleep by 7:30 in his bed, which led to my wife and I pouring 2 glasses of wine and watching the Stranger Things finale. And in our beds by...
I thought you were going to say doing Stranger Things.
Doing Stranger Things. No, none of that, because she was sick and I still had a cough. Yeah, but then fell asleep by 10:15. Happy New Year.
Hey, cheers to 2026.
Yeah.
Not a bad. I ain't gonna lie. Other than being sick and having a cough, not a bad way. Some wine, some Stranger Things. We will talk about pro wrestling and what a great tie-in for Stranger Things, the collab last night. But what was your thoughts on this? Now I've been looking at the internets and they're saying that there might be a surprise drop tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like people are reaching. I'd love that. I think, oh shit, more is always great. I love the show. I've loved it since it started. And obviously there's been ups and downs, episodes, seasons, what have you, but I think people are reaching when it comes to that. I think it's over to a certain extent. They're going to have the cartoon that's coming out. They're going to do some spin-off stuff from what I hear. But with that said, I thought it was good. I like that they kind of left it to where you can decide in your head what you think. If nobody's seen the ending, spoiler alert, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, that 11 is dead or isn't dead. You can kind of make up your own story on that. And it also leaves it open at the end where you got the new kids downstairs, which they're not as lovable. Okay.
What are you talking about? Dipshit Daryl might be better than
Derek.
11.
You just called him Daryl. His name's Derek. So you don't love him.
Dipshit Derek. Say shit.
He's very funny, right? But it's not going to be the same. But I liked it. Did you like it? What were your thoughts?
I thought season 5, the slow burn on season 5 made me mad because I binge watched every single one of them, including the 2-hour finale. But I thought the story was great. I thought there was a lot more dialogue on this last season. There was less. It felt darker in some ways. Maybe it was the chase from what was his name, Howard. What was his name?
Howard? Did you? Hey, let me just ask you a quick question, Dre.
What?
Did you watch Stranger Things?
I did. What's the Vecta's? What's his name? Isn't his real name Howard?
I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna let you.
It wasn't Howard. I forget. Anyway, I thought the chase from that guy.
It was Henry. Dre, it was Henry.
Henry Howard, same shit. Derek Daryl, same shit. Got the D's right. All right, don't be that guy. But no, it was really solid. That man, the scene where you're going through everybody's mind, and the way Max was like, "Oh, I remember this," and going through Vecta's mind, and Holly with an H, right? It's not Molly with an M.
You got that.
I thought she honestly, I thought she was the star of the season. I thought she was so it made you think, like the part with not a carousel, what the hell is that shit called? Where they had to break the middle of it. I don't know what it's called, the merry-go-round.
Yeah, I don't know what you call that either. It's what you throw up on when you're in elementary.
Yeah, the one that makes you lean a certain way every time you go faster.
Yeah.
But to catch that different color in that circle in the middle, I ended up watching the whole season like that. What's different? There was the Under Armour being spotted on a messed up from Holly when she was wearing Under Armour. I was like, yo, that ain't right. They messed that up. But it was moments like that made me pay more attention to the show. And I don't think it took away from the show, but it made me think a little bit deeper into, what's this and what's that? Like that meme where a guy, I don't know what show it is, but he's like moving the strings and
it's always sunny. Yeah.
That's how I felt watching season 5.
Yeah. I just felt like it was a solid way to end the show. Like, because I don't know how you end it so that everyone's happy. It shows that there's never a way to do that ever. I don't know a series that people just truly love the ending. So yeah, I enjoyed it. There were things that I thought they would kind of bring back or tie in, which like Henry's dad from season 4, I think it was 4, where it was Robert Englund who played Freddy Krueger, but he plays his dad and he has his eyes all kind of scratched out. I feel like they kind of he was a very important part of the story and then just kind of dropped.
Or how about Barb? What the hell happened to Barb?
Pretty sure she's dead.
Pretty sure though. We don't have no for sure. Like she was.
Well, a lot of people thought Eddie was coming back. And I was one of them because I was like, oh yeah, you really don't see him die. I guess I don't know.
No, you
Could have
did.
came back.
The hell, he's bleeding out the mouth.
Yeah, but you don't know if he's dead. Barb, you never saw her die either. I don't know. I will say the Mind Flare looked different than I thought it would. It's pretty badass, but it looked a little different. And then also, and who knows? I guess it depends on who you ask, but how there was no Demogorgons or anything in that other area, not the Upside Down, but the Abyss or whatever they called it. There was none there to protect Vecna.
Yeah, there was a small explanation for that. It was like, yo, where are these damn bats at? Where the dogs at?
Yeah, Demodogs.
Nothing. Where my demi dogs?
Yeah.
But I thought for sure we'd get some more monsters rather than just one in Vecna.
Yeah.
That was the only monster the whole, the rest.
Well, I thought they were going to protect him there because they kind of use those Demodogs, Demogorgons, all that to do the work. So I just thought that was going to happen, but it's okay. Those are minor things. I love the series, love the show. So, but yeah, there is a large contingency of folks that believe that there's going to be another episode. And I do love some of the theories, like that 11 wasn't on the bus, right? Or on the truck or whatever. And when Derek waves at Mike, it's just because Mike was smiling at 11 in his head, but really no one was there. So Derek thought he was smiling at him. Like, that was cool. It's a fun little theory. But if that's the case, then why did everyone else see 11 in the thing? I don't know. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's people out there that's like, no, the last scene behind the scenes, they were in a river, they were next to a lake. And it's like, have you heard of a thing called director's cuts? Maybe we're going to get a director's cut on Wednesday. I don't know.
I don't think we get anything. I think that's just, people should just, I hope we do. I'm down.
Such a pro wrestling thing, right? Like,
yeah.
Leaving us wondering more and what the theories on things, and
leaving us wanting more for sure, like Monday Night Raw did, but we can get to that.
Yeah. So where do you want to start with pro wrestling?
Let's just go to SmackDown because it seems so far past us, but I had some notes and I don't know if you have anything on it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I think we start off small with Julia getting that US title off of Chelsea Green. A little abrupt, but I think that this is kind of where we are now. We've seen like 3 or 4 title changes towards the end of the year, and beginning of the year. So I'm not mad at it, but we continuously say I shouldn't say nobody likes her, because she's a great wrestler, and I'm sure there are Julia fans out there. It's just it doesn't come over on TV. It does not. I don't hear a pop for Julia. Nobody's excited for her.
No, there's nothing. That's why I'm confused. I text you like, literally, there's no noise when she comes out, and she is a really good wrestler. But there's just something missing, I guess. And when she won, I was like, why? Like, you brought Matt Cardona back just to see his wife take it now? I mean, and it's all, if we're staying, and this is all kayfabe talking that I'm doing, but it's like, why? Like, why does Julia get it again when it just keeps bouncing back and forth? Just can you add anybody else to the mix for the women's US title?
Yeah, they could, but they're not. Or maybe, maybe this is a way to get the US title or get that mid-card title in a different position, right? We don't go too Jurassic by putting it on somebody else, but maybe it's Kiera James. Maybe she's the next person. Maybe she's gonna flip on her homegirl.
Kiana? Isn't it Kiana?
Kiana James, yeah.
I think Kiera James is something else.
I wouldn't know. But yeah, Kiana. I think Kiana has been lingering. She's got in the ring a few times, but we haven't really seen her take a step forward.
Does that interest you?
I want to see what she can do, because I don't really know much of her other than being that background person. But and she can wrestle. Like, she has some solid tags. But what does a singles run look like for her? Do we want to see her in a full I don't see her as a face. I see her as a heel.
Oh yeah.
And she could work the mic. She could talk her talk. I
I
wouldn't
just
be
mean
mad
more
to
a
see him.
feud with her and Julia, like her flipping on Julia. Because what do we get out of Julia?
Not a damn thing.
Just good matches, good in ring, but like I don't even know who the hell Julia is. You know what I mean? Like if you're like, oh, what kind of character is Julia? I don't know.
K-pop demon hunter.
Wow, that's very racist of you.
Is it? Is it? She looked like a K-pop demon hunter costume.
Okay, wow. Okay, we'll move on from that.
Is it? That ain't racist. Come on now. Chill.
Wait, it is if I would have said it.
Yeah, but you know your history.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I wasn't happy with Chelsea losing it. I did read stepping out of our kayfabe pledge, and who knows if this is real. They're gonna put a real push behind her. When I'm like, well, isn't the U.S. women's title a push? Because she was on TV literally every week. But I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Some other notes that I have. We talked about Matt Cardona coming back.
Using his name.
Yeah, using his name. Because at first it came out with the... How's the music go again for Broski? Hey, no, not hey. Shit. Wow, I'm having an old moment right now. Anyways, his old music comes on, and then the new music comes on. And yeah, there we have Matt Cardona. Also get Trick Williams coming out in his Lemon Pepper Steppers. I love that. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs. Great song there. And we're adding people. We're adding lots of people to SmackDown, but it's back to 3 hours, so we probably should.
Yeah, a lot of things that need to move. I do have notes on that. As far as new wrestlers that have been called up, Javon Evans. We got the announcement via social media, by the way.
He put the shit on TV.
He had a phenomenal match every time he stepped in this year, or I should say last year. He deserved more than just a social media post. But he is officially on Raw. We got Oba Femi, who most likely will head over to SmackDown, but nothing has been official, whether he's going to Raw or SmackDown, but it is official that he is called up. Jordan Grace, she went toe-to-toe with the Storm, Jade Cargill. So it's assuming that she is going to be on most likely, what was that, SmackDown?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So most likely SmackDown. Joe Hendry, TNA, heading up to SmackDown.
We cannot get enough of Joe Hendry in this household. We're listening to the entrance music. We're saying the name, and we turn around, and we have to have the... and
That's great.
We do. Yeah,
I love it.
It's going well in this house.
You mentioned him. TNA's own Matt Cardona is on SmackDown now. Sol Ruka, it's not clear if she's going to head on over to Raw or SmackDown. I would love Sol Ruka in Raw just because I feel like there's more women talent over there, and that would lift her up, a.k.a. EO Sky. That'd be fun. And then two mentions that I have noted here is Ethan Page and Blake Monroe. Blake had a huge botch and lost her own title. Ethan Page has been holding 2 titles, almost 3 titles. They lost the tag team titles, but Ethan Page is, I believe we'll see him get called up here shortly.
Do you? I feel like we got another year. And I don't watch a ton of NXT, but it feels like that's a lot of people to bring up very like right now. Because I feel like Blake, we got another 6 months to a year before she pops up on the main roster, and then probably same with Ethan. Only reason being is we just had there's so many that just came up, like 3 guys, like, or if you count Matt Cardona, 4.
Yeah, I think that the WWE might have some more plans with the amount of talent they have. Like you mentioned, SmackDown moving up to 3 hours. Do we see a change with what Netflix? Does Netflix want more out of the WWE? You know, a lot of international stuff has been happening with the WWE. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do call up more people, especially with people getting injured and just having just more talent. And that was one thing that I said at the end of the year was that I wanted to see more talent be seen more and used more. So
yeah,
I guess we'll see.
Speaking of injuries, Randy's back.
Yes.
Right? So that's exciting. Going to come after Cody's belt at some point after he's done with Drew. I'm with it. But we need something. Can Miz
catch a break?
Oh man, poor. I think that's just going to be the thing from now on. Miz just gets interrupted every time he's talking.
That's hey, I'm with it because
Yeah,
to be honest with you, I don't like Miz. I don't like his character. Mikey.
Mike Mizzen. Yeah, I mean, he's not like super exciting. He doesn't jump out at you, but he's just been so consistent. What is it, like 14 years now? He's going on or something crazy like that. So, or even longer.
I think it's longer than that.
It is longer than that. Wow, I'm getting old, as we've noted the past couple episodes. But yeah, last thing I had was just Priest and Black ambulance match, maybe to end the feud. Do we think it's over?
I don't know. If you're Black, you can't go out like that, man. My man got South Side of Heaven through a table off the ambulance. Like, I don't know if you can go out like that. I think you gotta you gotta spin the block one more time, burn his face again, and maybe put him up on a cross or something. Go back to 97 Taker or something.
Damn.
I don't know. He needs to do something dark, man. We haven't seen no Ouija boards. We haven't seen no spiritual type of stuff come after the Boricua. Like,
I feel like WWE's scared to do dark characters now, like real dark characters, like go full occult, right? Because we see what we get with the Wyatt Sixes, and they're just not it. And we thought maybe with Black, Aleister Black, it was gonna be that way, and he does creepy. He's a vampire, kind of feels like a.
Well, I mean, Damian Priest thought he was a vampire with them damn wings. What the hell was that?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just don't. WWE's not interested in the scary stuff anymore. One other note. Go ahead. I have one other note.
And who the hell locked the ambulance door on my man Priest? Like, my man was ready to go put him in the back of the ambulance, but no, you guys had to lock the door on my guy. He opened it, and then he was like, "Oh, it's working now. Oh, TV magic."
I like the little backstage between Nakamura and Tama Tonga. My son had no idea Tama spoke Japanese, and then I had to give him a history of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. But yeah, that was kind of cool. And I was hoping it would like lead to some cool faction where like the New Japan guys all click up. But it wasn't. They were basically talking shit to each other. Talking about Nakamura was basically saying, if you want to get to that title, I believe it was the US title, you're going to have to go through me too, or something along those lines. And the other one said like, you talk a lot of shit, or I don't know. But they did it so calmly in Japanese, which made it feel like we were getting ready to click up, and maybe Tama was going to leave the MFTs, but no such luck.
What I see is Solo saying, "Yo, we got a future. Don't be looking back there. Don't worry about him. We got bigger fish to fry." Yeah. And Tama being like, "Yeah, I'm focused," but in the back of his mind, he's like, "I know I'm going to have to see Nakamura at some point."
Yeah. In the back of his mind, he's like, yeah.
Drew McIntyre, man, my dog might be the best heel in pro wrestling entertainment.
He's pretty good.
Pretty good. Man, the way that he talked about Dusty Rhodes left chills down my spine.
Yeah, in hell, which is going to lead me to a question, but you can dig in on Drew a little bit more. Pause. But I do have a question.
Go ahead. What's your question?
When did I had to look this up because I had never heard of it. Do you know when a 3 stages of hell match became a thing?
When Drew McIntyre called us 3 stages of hell match?
No. This is a thing, and I didn't know. So there's been 6 of them. This will be the 7th in the history of professional wrestling.
What was the last one?
The last one was in NXT in 2021. It was Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. At NXT TakeOver 36. Prior to that, NXT TakeOver Toronto 2, Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole. That was in 2019. Before that, John Cena and Ryback at Payback 2013. I am pretty fucking sure I was watching at that time. I don't remember that. Maybe I skipped out on Payback, but I don't think so because the network was going on. I don't know. Prior to that, The Bash 2009, June 28th, 2009, Randy Orton versus Triple H. Then December 2002 at Armageddon, Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. And this had to be like weeks after I stopped watching wrestling as a high school kid. It was February 2001. Actually, I would have been in ninth grade. So yeah, that checks out. A Triple H against Stone Cold. But again, I had never heard of this. They said 3 stages of hell match. I'm like, damn, is that new? And I had to pull it up. Because it's a period I just wasn't watching when it started. And I'm not a big NXT guy post Nakamura KO Sammy time period. So yeah, we have a 3 stages of hell match.
Did they all end in a cage match? Or were they just
steel cage, ladder, stretcher, ambulance, steel cage, steel cage? So,
okay, so they all just vary on the stages.
Yeah. Multiple stages of hell. But for this match, there's 3.
Gotcha. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So he let the stipulations. I know they're ending with the steel cage match. The second one is anywhere falls, right?
Second counts anywhere. Yeah, falls count anywhere, and then the first one's just a regular match. Which, come on, guys, why be so lazy?
Yeah, Cody's winning the first, McIntyre the second, Cody the third.
I guess, and then this is over. We keep saying that every time these guys wrestle, but I don't know. And this is going to be on SmackDown this week.
Yep.
Wild.
SmackDown's trying to beef up some stuff. This week I think SmackDown beat out Raw.
Oh, I do too. I agree. I thought SmackDown was better. Let's get to Raw because I have so many thoughts.
One last thing on SmackDown. Salute to Melo to put it up a great match with Johnny Gargano. Melo's just solid. His first defense, I believe that is his first defense as title holder. Salute to Melo.
Really good. Really good. He's a special professional wrestler, sports entertainment guy.
You know who else just went on to SmackDown? Tricky.
Yes, that'll be fun.
Yeah, but I mean, is he looking way past the U.S. title?
Feels like it.
And the way he came out, I'm just saying. I'll save my remarks for him later on in the show. Let's go to Raw.
Okay.
Babe.
I was trying to temper expectations. But if we all remember the first episode of Raw on Netflix, it was huge. It was big. Lots of fun. So I'm thinking we're going to get, I don't know, a quarter of that? Half of that? Half of that was what I was hoping for. And then we got some fun, Stranger Things shit. And some matches. I was really let down. I thought we'd get a surprise entrance, not Javon Evans signing during commercial. We had some solid matches, I guess, some cool matches. But were you excited when it was over? Were you that was great?
No, I was waiting. I was literally yo, even at the end of the credits, when the Netflix symbol showed up at the end of the show and it goes back to the menu screen, I was is a Demigorgon going to turn the screen around and we get Y2J? Because that's kind of been the whole thing, is that break the walls down. They made an illusion.
Adam Pearce, son of a bitch.
Yeah, they made another not illusion.
They alluded to
a song by Chris and his band, a song title. Actually, I think it was his walkout song. Was it Judas? Yeah, I believe it was Judas. They made a comment about that, and Tavian was like, my son, he was like, oh my gosh, they just mentioned his song. And I'm like, oh, it's got to happen tonight. It's got to. And so I'm sitting there at the end of the show. I'm like, yo, they're going to turn this thing into the Upside Down. By the way, all props to the graphics team for the WWE Netflix. You guys did amazing making New York City the Upside Down. It looked really dope. Production-wise, phenomenal. The Stranger Things title. Why wasn't somebody trying to get that title, even if it was a one-off? We should have been fighting for the Upside Down title. But we just get some regular matches, some glitz and glamour, and that's it. Nothing really special happened. No Rocky, no Triple H saying, "Hey, it's a new year. We're here. Are you ready?" Nothing. We don't get nothing. It's just a regular old degular. Oh, let me backtrack. No, we get what's his name with Michael Cole come out and say
Corey Graves.
Corey Graves with his Stranger Things Hellfire shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
Look fire, but I come on, give us somebody bigger than that.
Well, when they came out, I was like, okay, cool. We're setting a little fun tone. He's got the Hellfire shirt. The set looks cool, and then that's where it ended.
That's it. That was it.
We got a great match for the tag titles. I thought that was great.
Oh yeah, but we know that these four can go. We know that the Kabuki Warriors and Rhea and Io are gonna put on a great match, but nothing special. Nobody came out to try to press them or anything.
Nobody came out during the show that was a surprise. We always want surprises as fans. Even if you just did the Javon Evans thing and had him sign. Cool. That's fun.
I guess the biggest surprise would be AJ going at Gunther. But even AJ really didn't get a big pop.
No, and he smacked him. He's lucky my King Gunther had restraint. He's going to beat his ass in Germany. Dusseldorf or wherever they're going. Which, by the way, Raw
Berlin?
Next week. Is it Berlin?
I think.
Okay. Raw next week's like 11 or 12 here.
Oh, okay. We're going back to that, huh?
Just for a short... I got another tickle in my throat. Just for a short time, it seems, because then they go to Montreal for SmackDown and Saturday Night's main event at the end of the month, and then go back to Saudi, and then go to Saudi for Rumble. Seems like a lot.
I agree. There's a lot there.
Yeah. I don't know why this cough decided to show up right now. Got to keep muting myself. Hopefully people don't see it. I thought I had a cough drop, but I don't.
Salute to Becky Lynch. She is a conniving, cheating winner. She put it to Maxine Dupree.
Beat her. Did you see Becky get Rosenberg kicked out of the crowd? That was funny.
I seen that. Hey, she's standing on business, hey. She told him.
Yeah, she said, I don't want any of them there.
Yeah, he got kicked out. Don't be surprised, Pete. You got kicked out. What do you expect? Don't go back. Don't try to sit in the front row. You better get your ass to the skybox, all right?
Yeah. I think I was okay with that, with her winning the title back.
I gave you I alluded to it. I talked to the people last week about this, but I truly think this is going to be Natty's time. I think Natty is gonna get the call that she needs to go for the belt. They're gonna put the belt on Natty, and we're gonna see if she can elevate it more. That's one thing about Becky Lynch that I mentioned in the end of year wrap up is that Becky elevated a lot of people this year. Mm-hmm. She helped out one, Maxine get over, but two, like, she got the belt back at the top of the year. What are you gonna do next with it? What are we gonna do now? Who else are you gonna put over? I think it's Natty. Not to say that she needs it, but
I think the Natty thing's interesting because we haven't had her in like a major storyline in God knows how long. But I don't know. I guess I just have to see it play out. I don't know.
Have you seen her latest promos? There's no there's a reason why you
Natty's or Becky's?
Natty's.
Oh, I have not.
So Natty has been on social media. She's been posting her in the dungeon. She has new gear. She looks like she's imagining what this Natty character looks like. If you remember early last year, she had that Bloodsport match, right? She had a couple of them. And that's what people said that they wanted on social media. Where's this Natty at? This is what we want. We don't want to tell. We want this person. And I think right now is the time to pull the trigger and let's see what she can do with this character.
Yeah, that'll be dope. I'm okay. Yeah, you sold me. I'm with it. She's gonna come out and whoop up on Becky, get her out of here.
Yep. Sharpshooter to death.
Oof. Speaking of Becky, this is a sidebar from Raw, but the Unreal looks pretty solid. On the 20th of the month, I think it comes out. They detail the Seth Rollins fake injury. I'm hyped. Very hyped for it.
Seth Rollins, Naomi finding out she's pregnant. They also talk about Chelsea Green, Cena. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of answers to some of the storylines that we had last year.
Well, I rewatched because I was like, "Ooh, that's fun." I'm going to rewatch Unreal, and I'm to the episode where we're getting to Mania, and I know they don't talk about why Rock's not there. So again, they give you a little bit, but don't give it all to you.
Because it's all a work.
Maybe.
Well, Heyman, did you see Heyman's on the trailer? I hate this show. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's all a
Well,
work.
even on last season, on the first season, Cena's like, I don't want to give too much away. So there you go. And I was like, well, yeah, it's good.
What was your thoughts on the way the main event happened with Punk and Breaker?
I think if it wasn't the 1 year anniversary of Raw on Netflix, I would have been fine with the match. I thought it was okay. Excuse me. I thought it was okay. We had the interference, had the luchadors come out and help. We had Punk breaking out of his shoe, which was wild. I don't know if he saw that, but his shoe completely exploded at the end.
I seen that.
I like the future on the back of Braun's trunks or whatever singlet. But when I saw that, I knew Punk was winning. Like, you're not going to wear the future and come on there and win. Like, the future is the future. It's not now. So I loved Punk's Letterman's jacket to kind of mock what the dog-faced gremlin back in the day used to wear, the Michigan jacket. Match was cool. It honestly felt a little long. I think it went for like a half hour, which seems extreme.
Well, they ended at like 27, 25, 27. 8:25, 8:27. And I told Tay, I was like, if this match ends around 8:20, there's something gonna happen at the end.
Yeah.
And there was enough time. It wasn't 8:30 yet. I thought we're gonna get more something happen.
Yeah. See, I started late, so I had no idea what, when it actually ended. I had to catch up. But I thought it was just a fine match. I don't know. Like, I didn't hate the match by any means. I hated it for the show it was on and how special it was supposed to be.
I was so confused for a minute. I was like, why the hell are the luchadors helping out Punk? But then I had to remember that last week it was Theory and Ray.
Yeah.
And but I feel like it wasn't really big enough to get these guys out there. Like,
no, or
so
to get the crowd going,
Yeah, so what, we're gonna have the luchas back up Punk now throughout this feud?
Yeah. I don't know. And also, I've noticed this the past couple weeks and I haven't said anything. But last night they did even more. Like, you can't really curse much on Raw. You can get away with a bitch or, stuff like that. But in Spanish, let it fly. Pinche pendejo, blah, 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 blah. They're going on, and I'm like, wow, this is wild. They're just cursing in Spanish because, it's a US-based show, so who cares, I guess. But my son was like, kind of, because he's in dual immersion. They haven't learned those words yet, but he knows that means something, that it shouldn't be on TV.
What's good day, Javi?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, the match was whatever. I thought the best match of the night was a tag match for the women's titles. Thought the Liv match was just whatever.
Do we like Liv and Roxanne being buddy buddy? Because before Liv came back, I think the all around idea was that Liv was gonna be upset that Roxanne's getting so close to Dom.
Right.
And do we think that Liv is playing possum with Roxanne?
It kind of feels like Raquel's breaking up with the crew.
And I love it. All right, that was something that was on my notes. I love an unhinged Raquel. Yeah. Raquel, the way that she picked up Stephanie Vicur, oh my gosh, she slammed her hard. That was a stiff slam.
Yeah, I agree. And for her, is Stephanie really injured?
I was asking my wife the same thing. I don't remember her getting hurt during that triple threat.
But maybe she needed some type of something with her foot, ankle, whatever. I don't know. Or maybe it's nothing to do with that. But they're going to play this into, she has to be out for a little bit, needs surgery, or blah, blah, blah. You know how WWE is.
You just got the belt. We don't need you nowhere. We need you wrestling.
She actually had it she's like the longest reigning champ besides Cody, isn't she? She didn't just get it. It was like the summer.
Maybe it just feels like she hasn't wrestled much. Or maybe she just hasn't made enough impact on that title.
Mm-hmm. That could be it too. But yeah, I like that. And if she is gone, then like how dope would it be to have a little tournament for that belt?
Get my girl Bianca back. I thought for sure she was coming back. I thought she was gonna get interrupted by somebody, not Raquel. I thought it was gonna be something totally different, but I do like where they are going with Raquel. Get Raquel all the heat. She's let her be the nomad. Let her really see the Judgment Day for who they are. Let her turn her back on Liv and let her destroy everybody.
I agree. And if you remember earlier in the year, Kevin Nash was like trying to be like, you need to be big. You need to embrace being tall and, being this big like force. And I think she has. So it's been kind of pretty dope to see. But I just wonder if like there's some type of breakup soon with her in the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day actually had me interested in a lot of things. Dom's hurt, which sucks. But Finn has been, social media wise, there's been a lot of nods to the Demon coming back. Like, I feel like every other post that he's put up on Twitter or whatever it may be, I see them on Twitter, is something to do with the Demon.
Yesterday would have been the perfect time for him to come out as a demon.
1,000%.
Like give him a cinematic, crazy guerrilla war like the Wyatt Six had. Like give him that. You got the production already there for Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Like maybe have a Demigorgon behind him or something. I don't know.
Yeah. You said Demigorgon, like my father-in-law says kindergarten.
Demigorgon. That's
Demigorgon.
Demi. Tomato, kibosh.
What other matches? Did we get any other matches? I mean, we set up the AJ Gunther in Germany, which, by the way, it seems like Raw next week might be better than this week, right?
I sure hope so.
Yeah, SmackDown too.
There's no way AJ Styles hits a Styles Clash on Gunther. I don't know how the hell he'll do that.
If he does, I worry for Gunther's. I say this every time, and I say this to my son too, but it just truly looks like one of the hardest finishers to take. Right? Like, how do you protect yourself?
You don't.
Are you just landing on your, like, maybe I need to slow it down, but are you landing on your hips?
I think it's all
which
belly.
Still hurt. It looks like it's, like here, right? Like this area, like your midsection.
All torso, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't, how would he get that on Gunther? I have no idea.
He's too tall.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Can I tell you that I am low-key annoyed with the Usos? Like,
oh, bro, let's talk about it. What was that?
It was annoying. That's what it was. The shirt's fire. The hoodie, fire. I love the Uso hat.
Okay.
Aesthetically, fire. But Brooklyn was not having it. Brooklyn even was like, yo, we're not eating.
Yeah, like, okay, come on. Like, again, we're going to do it again. Like, minus the stooges behind them, right?
They were high.
But they just came out and said, this is a warning shot. Like, you have the titles. What does that mean?
Well, you're coming after who? Everybody's coming after you. Like, what are we doing?
Exactly. I don't know, man. I don't know. And they were so bad on the mic. They were so bad.
I felt bad. There was a moment where I was like, Jimmy, come on now. Pick it up, man. Pick it up, Jimmy. Jey ain't doing his part as he usually doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they're upset, but for a while now, it feels like Jey is kind of checked out.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like Jey's checked out. When he left the Bloodline and he was going as main event Jey Uso, it was like he's chasing greatness. Now it feels like he's given up on himself. It feels like he's not having, maybe he might not be having those the conversation, like unreal, right? When Triple H goes up to Jey, you could tell he gets excited. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm the guy. Now it feels like the conversations are different, right?
Yeah.
It seems like maybe corporate, the executives are having different conversations with Jey that might not be too positive, such as, hey, your singles run is over, you're going back with your brother, right?
Yeah.
Like, after you just spent a year and a half, 2 years building yourself up, they haven't even changed their song. He's still, it's just me.
Can we go back to the old Usos song? If my 7-year-old thinks they need to have their song, then they need to have their song. Because he was like, why don't they have the Usos? It's the two of them. I was like, that's a great question. We should email Paul and ask.
I'm telling you. But I still stand on business when I say that the Usos will retire the Hardys. And I think this is going to lead up to a big Hardy pop. It might even happen in the next, maybe not next week, but over the upcoming weeks, I do believe we will hear that big bass line for the Hardy Boys. Huge pop. And we'll get a feud to kind of, because they have to announce the Hall of Famers for 2026 here shortly. Probably they do a Rumble weekend, don't they?
They do one. They don't do them all. Like they announce them leading up to it.
Yeah, I could definitely see. Yeah, maybe they might be the first inductees. The Hardy Boys, your 2026 Hall of Fame inductees. Oh, and by the way, they're fighting the New Day. I mean, the Usos, not the New Day.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I feel like they still want to wrestle though. I feel like they're never going to stop. Like we're going to do Beyond the Mat 2 and they're going to be the stars of it.
Well, they can, right? Look at Ray. He's a Hall of Famer. He's still wrestling. So they still can wrestle, but I think that this might be their last shot at maybe that tag gold. Or maybe they do give them the gold and let them go on a little run on SmackDown or something. I don't know.
That would be insanity.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much going on in the tag division anyway, though.
Well, I was kind of wondering like who's the Usos, because the AJ Dragon Lee thing's done. So like, is it just the New Day? Is that gonna be the thing?
Unless they put the War Raiders in contention.
You know what they should do? I think there's 4 guys in the Vision. Can we get 2 of them on a team?
I don't know if they want to put Breaker and Reed on the same tag. I'm talking
about Paul and
AJ. I mean, and Austin Theory.
Yeah. Or Reed and Paul. And Theory's just that guy that ensures that they win.
I don't know if you put Reed next to somebody other than Breaker. I think Reed.
I think you should, because I think him and Paul being the high flyer he is, Reed just being a goddamn house.
Yeah.
I think it goes good. And makes the tag storyline much more interesting. Like outside of when we had the Dudleys, the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, the tag title scene was always the most interesting when it was like big time guys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
Rocco Sacco
factions having them. So like
Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah, like let's build up. I mean, the Vision is already a tough faction, but let's get some gold in there.
I was listening to Chris Van Vliet's interview with Stone Cold, and somebody's comment really put some things in perspective for me. Somebody's comment was like, to believe that this man only had 6 years with the WWF.
Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Oh,
like the Stone Cold character, yeah,
yeah. I know he was ECW, WCW, everything before in the Indies, but it just seemed, as a kid, it seems like these guys were running for a decade or so, right?
Yeah,
but their runs weren't really that long.
Well, also those guys back then, if you like read or even listen to interviews or whatever, but like that WWF era, they were on the road, like 300 and something days out of the 365 days of the year, taking a shitload of bumps, 100% not taking care of their bodies like guys do today. I still think probably guys today party and drink and do all that. We know Jay does. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, he does. Ed Bailey.
But I don't think it's like it was then, right? Like right after the match is over, they're drinking. I mean, Stone Cold literally drank beers in the ring. You know what I mean? That was his gimmick. And regardless of how much of that he actually drank, big shows, he probably had like at least 2, right? Where he's like pouring them and I don't know. But we do know he loves his beer. And then also he had so many injuries, like the neck thing. And but yeah, 6 years, it feels crazy, but I mean, I still think those were the biggest 6 years of any top guy. Most entertaining for sure. Even though I checked out like the last probably 8 months of his career just because I stopped watching wrestling. But
Yeah.
there's nothing like McMahon Stone Cold. There's nothing like that time. I don't give a shit. Like the Bloodline was awesome. Probably the second best storyline ever. But that Stone Cold McMahon shit,
Will we ever see anything like that again?
I don't think so. I really don't. Because that like touched on so many people's like, I want to, man, fuck my boss. You know what I mean? Like those type of feelings. And it was so raw too, because that was the Attitude Era. So you had kids and adults really into it. It was, I mean, obviously a totally different time from a content perspective too. Because you think now, shit, we just talked about SmackDown. SmackDown's been talked about and analyzed a million times since Friday. People watch it live and stream it while they're watching it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when we were younger, Raw happened. And then you talked about it at school with your friends. There wasn't like you might get a newsletter or a magazine, but it was different. So I don't think there'll ever be a time like that again.
Man, I was telling you I was watching Survivor Series. What was that? 03, I think. What Keish and Rocky.
Oh yeah.
And oh man, such a solid match. And I don't know why I thought Kishi was the size of Yokozuna. Like Kishi was a big dude, but he wasn't that big.
He wasn't Yokozuna size, but he definitely was a big human being.
And the way he was kicking though, my gosh, that dude moved like crazy.
Well, even when you watch Yokozuna shit, because again, I've watched so much old wrestling with my son the past 3 weeks. Yoko was stupidly athletic for being 500 plus pounds. Like the shit he was doing, I don't think a 500-pound human being should be able to do the things he did, but yeah, he was just built different. And same with Rikishi. If you watch Rikishi's early stuff before he was Rikishi, and he was in like that Head Shrinkers tag team when they were like the newer version of it, or even before that, he was super athletic. He was like Jimmy, it looked like Jimmy. And I remember my son being like, how come Jimmy and Jay aren't that big when he saw Rikishi? And I'm like, well, there's still time.
That and I think health is a different beast now. Like, people know what protein does for you now. And like you mentioned, like Rikishi was a part of the BSK.
Yeah, exactly.
So they
backstage click.
I thought it was Bone Street Crew.
I think it depends on who you ask, because I've heard both.
Gotcha. But those guys are partying. You think the Godfather wasn't bringing the girls? Of course, those guys were partying,
going to strip clubs after, going, all that shit. And that's why I love old podcasts that detail the old, interview the old wrestlers, because they don't care and they'll just tell you the wild shit they did. And it was wild.
The Clique has never done an interview together, huh? They've never sat down and done a Clique
like that, like a Chris Van Fleet thing.
Yeah, or even just within themselves, like reminiscing on Scott or anything like that.
I don't know if they've done it since he's died, but they did a WWE, like those documentaries that WWE did. They did one on the Clique while Scott was still alive.
All of them were sitting together.
Yeah, but I don't know how they didn't get too deep into like those stories. It was a lot about how they came to be, being on screen, but there's like a small amount of extracurricular stories, but you just knew that they were. I can't wait until we get a real like Shawn Michaels, like this was his life and this is the things that happened after Brett passes, and I don't want him to pass anytime soon. And we find out the Montreal screw job was all fake, and then we get to hear all the crazy shit that Shawn did, and then of course he was saved by Jesus, and then the NXT side. I can't wait to get that autobiography, like the full length, boom, Shawn Michaels.
Bro, there's gonna be a number of those kind of docs, man. Like
Yeah.
Triple H isn't the same either, right? Like these guys.
No, but Triple H didn't drink, and that's why they liked it. That's why he was, all the shit I watched. That's why they kept him around. He would drive. He didn't do drugs, so he was like he was the straight shooter, the straight arrow, while the others just all kinds of shit.
Austin Michaels feud, even though it was short, I don't think it gets talked about enough either.
Yeah, it doesn't. The Tyson thing is what gets talked about because I got so many eyes on it. But also, like, Shawn kind of bitched out.
He did.
That's what's kind of frustrating is
But his back was broke.
His spinal.
I know all about a bad back. Jeez.
Well, yes, but also, like, he got it fixed, and I don't know. I wish there would have been more of him and Austin, but him leaving, though, really opened up the door for everyone else. Because I kind of felt like he had a lot of, minus Austin, he had that company in a stranglehold. But then we got DX, like the new version of DX. We got the Rock popping out and just becoming huge, like so many things. So maybe it was good that he left. In hindsight, it was. But then he came back and still had a great run, after he was saved by Jesus.
Oh, yeah. What was that? Was it 13 Elimination Chamber? Was that his last big PLE, wasn't it?
I don't know.
With him, Ryback, I think Edge was in there, and Triple H, I believe.
That seems like Ryback wouldn't have been in that, but maybe, because I don't think so. I'm
going to look it up, and I'll get IT on it, and I'll let you know. But, yeah, man, I think right there, that throwback talk is what we need to bring back to the pod. A little bit more of those throwback recommendations. Let's jump over to Wrestler of the Week as we come up on an hour.
Wrestler of the week. I have two, and they're just a team. So Rhea and Io are my Wrestler of the Week.
Jeez, okay.
Great match, fun. They win they're the women's tag champs. They're very entertaining, as they have been their whole careers. And we're gonna possibly get like a 4-on-4 tag team turmoil craziness with all the different women's tag teams, but I really enjoyed the match. And again, I said it, like that was for sure the best match on Raw. And it's just cool that they got the titles on them.
I agree. To be honest with you, I didn't have a Wrestler of the Week. I knew that Io and Rhea was a fire match, but it was a tag team, so I didn't know how I was going to split up Wrestlers of the Week. So I will side with you, but the one note that I did have was one guy that got called up to the big stage. I told you we're going to talk about him a little bit more later on the show. None other than Trick Williams. Whoop that Trick. He comes out in all white, no shirt on. Line up fire. Everybody saying whoop that Trick. He's going up against a guy that the world loves in Sami Zayn.
Sammy.
So over. And a guy that cuts a great promo right before that talking about his son and why he doesn't have a title, and everybody that he's wrestled has had a title, and then all of a sudden Trick Williams comes out and pisses in his Cheerios.
Yeah.
It cuts one hell of a promo. And there's no shaking in Trick Williams' voice. He is made for the big time. He is a superstar. I can see Trick Williams, and maybe this is premature, but I can see Trick Williams in Hollywood. I can see Trick Williams being a star someday. And I told you this multiple times. I got Rocky Johnson feels when he was plush. He was a star. Cuts one hell of didn't even wrestle. Just cut a promo. So I'll let you keep the two over there, and I'm going to give Trick Williams your 2026 first male Wrestler of the Week.
There you go. Boom. We only have, shitload weeks more to go, and we'll crown a Wrestler of the Year off of this. Shout out to our Wrestler of the Year last year, who was, do you remember?
Yeah,
Did
it
you
was
forget already?
no Cena.
John Cena. Yeah. John Cena. Yeah. I love Trick. And I'm excited to see him on the main card. On a show like SmackDown where he can really like own it.
Got to get those bumps in, man. The
Yeah.
only way that you get better is by moving up, right?
Yeah.
Having some bad matches, having some messed up promos, bouncing back, working with guys that are going to elevate you, like a Sami Zayn. Sammy, if he works with Sammy, he's going to learn some things. He's going to be so much better than what he already is.
Right. It's going to be great. They're all going to be great. I'm excited for SmackDown.
Me too.
It's been it's been the B show for sure, but they're getting some real talent, so it's going to be dope.
Oh, hey, did you and wifey watch Runaway yet?
No.
All right.
It doesn't. No. Mm.
Check it out.
Did you tell me about it?
Yeah, I sent you a whole trailer and everything.
Oh, yes. My bad. Yes. No, we haven't watched it.
You know those friends that you send things to and they just look at it or just like it, don't even watch it? That's Wonder. It's all good. I get it.
No, I forgot. No, I just forgot the name of it. Sorry.
It's a British drama. If you can get past the accent, you're going to love it.
It's always hard for me.
At the accent, yeah, me too.
Yeah,
but this one was. I ain't gonna lie. This one, it's not. I mean, I can't lie. It's there. You'll know the accents there.
Yeah.
But the writing on it's really good. It's one of those. What's the damn movie where Forrest Whitaker, where they're at the Vatican or something, and the explosion happens, and the movie goes through each character's eyes until you get the big picture.
Oh, it's like that. Okay,
it's kind of like that.
I don't know what that movie is. You could have said Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction's like the classic, like everyone would know. It's like that type of film.
Hey, not everybody. I've never even seen Pulp Fiction.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
you haven't?
No, I know all the memes, and I know Uma Thurman and Samuel Jackson and what's his name? Donnie. No, Donnie.
Bro, you haven't seen Pulp Fiction.
No, I haven't. Is it streaming? Can I stream it?
I'm sure it is.
What you got the VHS?
Might have the DVD. I think I got rid of all my VHSs years ago.
Really? I still got all my VHS at my dad's.
Love and Basketball. You have that?
I got Love and Basketball. I got all the Disney movies. I got Double Take. You remember Double Take with Dennis Rodman and Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah, that was awful.
Adventures in Babysitting?
Yeah, good one.
Love that. Yeah, I got all the classics.
Okay. Yeah, Double Take was a double feature at a drive-in. I want to say it was Godzilla.
Like 2000?
Yeah. No, not 2000.
98.
Yeah, and then Double Take. Yeah. Good times. I for sure didn't stay up for Double Take, but I know I've seen it since that time and was like, yeah, okay.
Double Take was awful, but it was good at the time.
Yeah. There's so many movies like that. And wrestling too. Awful, but nostalgic.
I introduced my wife to a Double Jeopardy last night. Or not last night, but a couple nights ago.
Good one.
Oh, yeah.
The hell's her name? Ashley Judd?
Is that who that is? I don't know. I just know Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee still alive? You got to be alive.
Oh, good. Let's end on that one.
Tommy Lee Jones was 52 when that movie came out in 98. Talking about 98.
He is. He's 79.
Yeah, salute to Tommy Lee Jones, man. That's the god right there.
Let me make sure. Double Jeopardy.
1998.
Yep. Ashley Judd. Yep. I was right.
Great movie. That was enough before enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But a cooler is better.
Yeah. The guy that played her husband, man, I hate that guy.
Yeah. See, he did his job then.
Yeah. Like every movie I see with that guy, I'm like, man, I hate that guy.
I had a hardest time watching a film with Sharon Stone after Casino. She was a bitch. So obviously she did her job in that movie.
Yeah. There's those actors that you're just like, ugh. Oh, the new season of Paradise is coming out too. Have you guys watched Paradise yet?
I have no idea what that is.
Oh my gosh. It's on Hulu, I believe.
Okay.
By the way, my wife said that they're getting rid of Hulu. It's just going to be Disney Plus now.
Yeah, everything's just going to be on Disney Plus. It should happen. It's supposed to happen in January, which is the month we're in. But yeah, I don't know when that officially takes place.
Yeah. All right, man. Should we call it a day?
Yeah. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
if you want to watch some pro wrestling live in Utah, Devotion Championship Wrestling, our friends over there, they have a show called Aftermath. Aftermath 26 is happening this Saturday night. Doors open at 6:30. The bell is at 7:30. 740 West, 1700 South in Salt Lake City. You can get your tickets at eventbrite.com. A lot of great wrestling. I went to the school, the camp, the winter camp. A lot of the wrestlers showed up, showed the kids a lot of love. So definitely go show them some love and check out their show again this Saturday, 7 p.m. or 7:30 is the bell time. Fierce Fighting Championship number 45 is happening at the Masonic Temple January 24th. A lot of good fights, man. Doors open at 5 p.m. is the event start time. My friend, your friend, my friend, Zeke Latu is headlining this fight. If you remember right, he was supposed to fight in November, moved to December, got backed out. Everybody's scared to fight him.
Everyone's scared.
Now he is fighting January 24th, 2026. First walk at the Masonic Temple. So get your tickets, fiercefightingchampionship.com. If you can't make it inside the actual venue, you want to do the pay-per-view, you can just download the Fierce Fighting Championship app, which is available on your smart TV, iOS, and Android. Where can they follow us?
Figure the Number 4 podcast on all social media. And to be clear, I would be terrified to fight Zeke too, but I'm not a fighter. I don't sign the contracts and say I'll fight and then not fight. So I wanted to make that clear because I was like, oh, everyone's afraid. Like, no, I would be afraid too, but that's not what I do.
You just got to know his secret spot. You just got to know the secret spot. I know the secret spot.
Okay.
Zeke, I know your spot.
Okay. Hey, yo, everyone have a great day. Great week.
Peace.